This video is going to be about this comment right here that I made. And things have gone really good, really good. Up until, well, today. Yeah. But there's a whole lead up to that, and that's what I want to talk about. So it started about 3 to 4 weeks before I actually took the flight to the Philippines. And how it started was I was messaging women pretty much all over Asia, like Bangkok, the Philippines, China, even Indonesia, Vietnam, and I couldn't find a solid communication with any of them, which is not normal. I've done this before, and usually I can narrow it down to one, and the communication should be there, the video calls, the messaging, to the point that you feel so confident that it's time to meet. And I just wasn't finding that until Vanessa. Vanessa's from the Philippines, and when her and I first connected on the dating app, she wasn't that great at, I guess, staying in contact. I was pretty fed up with the whole messaging thing all around. I was straight with her. I said, look, if we can't stay in contact and message, then I'll never meet you. I mean, that's all I need. It's not asking for a lot. It's just something that I think that I should get, or we should have, if I'm gonna take the time and money to travel across the world to see you and spend time with you and see if possibly something can grow from this. So she was receptive to that, and she gave it to me, and then I bought the ticket. So when I sent her the picture of the ticket, she almost, she couldn't believe it. She's like, no way, is this for real? Like, she thought I was photoshopping this thing. And no, I'm like, for real. And I sent her a picture of my Airbnb. And I sent her a picture of, my suitcase. And I'm like, I'm gonna see you soon. And then things even got better. I think once she knew that I was coming out there to see her, she put a lot more energy into us communicating, which was good, because it just strengthened everything. So by the time I was going out there, I felt really comfortable in meeting her already. So before I jumped on the plane, her and I had talked. The time that I was going to be arriving in the Philippines was going to be like 1 in the morning. And she wanted to pick me up from the airport. But I was, of course, I'm flattered by that. And sure, that would have been nice. But me getting off a plane after 20 hours of flying and having layovers, it's just not the best time to really meet someone for the first time. So I said, I think it's better if we meet the next day, maybe after she gets off work. So we agreed on that. So I fly in, get to my condo, I jump in the shower, I throw my suitcase on the floor, and I just go to sleep. So the next day, I wake up, I go and have breakfast, and then I send her a message, and I'm letting her know that I'm awake, I'm alive, and when would you like to meet? And somehow we ended up working it out that I was gonna pick her up from work. So she gave me the location of where I was gonna pick her up, and she told me that she was gonna get off around 9 o'clock. So I get ready, I drive there. It was probably about a 20-minute drive, so not too far. And I'm waiting. And I get there early, maybe 8:45. So I always get to wherever I'm going early. It's just a habit. And I'm waiting. 9 o'clock comes. I don't see Vanessa. And I'm like, okay, no rush. I'm on vacation. I have all the time in the world. So 9:15. Okay. All right, no pressure. I'm talking to the security guard that's out there. He's walking around with a shotgun. Me and him are, joking around. Kind of cool. And then she sends me a message, and she's like, hey, I'm going to be out there at like 9:40. And I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. I was just happy that she actually contacted me and told me when she's going to be out there. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, don't rush. Take your time. 9:45. Yeah, but it's okay. She's at work. maybe she's got some things going on, and she does send me another message. She's like, I'm changing now, I'll be right out there. She's like, sorry. She was apologizing the whole time, which whatever, it's okay. I just think it's kind of funny that, you know, she told me to be there at 9 and I don't see her walking up to the car until 10 minutes to 10. But whatever, I don't hold it against her. And then I see her walking up to the car, and she is more beautiful in person than she is in pictures. So I give her a hug. I wasn't sure about trying to kiss, so I ended up opening the door. She gets in, I jump in, and didn't take long before I kissed her. I don't know why, I just had to. It was a nice kiss, and she was really receptive to it. She gave it back in return. I'm loving it. I'm like, this is on my level. So we spend the next few days together, and within those few days, there were some moments there where I noticed that something was eating at her. Something was bothering her. I didn't want to ask her. I guess I wanted to give her that space, and she quickly got over it, and she was back into just nothing but happiness mode. But after a few days, I remember I was sitting in my condo, and I can't remember if she was at work or if she was at home, but I got this message. And the message said, there's something I have to tell you. Okay. I mean, those are scary words, but I'm pretty understanding, and I'm very compassionate. It's okay. I'm all ears. And I asked her, I go, why don't we just call each other and talk? And she was like, no. She's like, I can't. I'm gonna send you a message. And I'm like, oh. that adds to the whole, this is gonna be even bigger than I thought. So I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. I probably sent her a message, hey, everything okay? And I think she was like, yeah, everything's fine. I'm writing. Or it was something along the lines of that, but she needed a little bit more time. So finally, I get this message, and the message said, she apologized. I'm sorry. I have 3 kids. And at first it was a little, it was shocking, because this whole time I thought that she didn't have kids. So to hit me with that information it's not bad. It was a lot to take in. So I have 3 kids, but my kids are older. They take care of themselves. So I was kind of leaning towards, but she's younger than me too. So her kids can't be adults. So I asked her, I go, how old are your kids? And this is in the ballpark, like 7, 9, and 17, I believe. And I was like, okay. And that night, she ended up inviting me to go to a family wedding with her. And I was going to go, and I wanted to go. And I regret not going now. Now I regret not going. But back then, this was a lot of information for me. I didn't know how to process it. So I told her I couldn't go, and she understood. You know, she's very understanding. So a couple days go by, and I'm thinking about her, and I can't lie, I'm missing her. And we end up messaging each other again, and I'm like, let's go do something. Come over. Let's go eat. Let's go dancing. I don't care. But let's get together. And since then, that's just how it's been. We've been pretty much all over each other. It's been amazing. She's very responsible. She's very caring. And she's a whole lot of fun. I think that's what I like the most about her, is that because I like to play around a lot. I joke around a lot, and she jumps right on it. Like, she doesn't miss a beat, and that's fun. So here I am, and here we are. We're going strong right now. Whether it's going to be something long term, are we getting married? Are we staying together? I don't know. I don't know, because I've been in this situation 2 times before, and they didn't work. So I need to pump the brakes a little bit. I need to just keep spending time with her and just see where it evolves, but not to rush. Sometimes I tend to rush, and I got to stop doing that. I'm still in the Philippines right now. I plan on being here for a little bit longer. I'm still spending time with Vanessa, and I look forward to each and every day. I'm Jason, and I'm definitely looking for love.